YOLO everybody, it's the man, the myth, the legend, Quad MFT here, and in today's video, I'll be bringing you guys another video talking about COD Ghost. What do you know? But really guys, COD Ghost is probably going to be the thing that I'm basically going to talk about for the next like 20 or something videos, you know. Of course, I'll switch it up with different things, but right now, at least COD Ghost is going to be my main topic for most of the time. Talking about new things, we'll be learning constant new information in the next 2 or 3 weeks, mainly because of the fact that COD Ghost is almost out, and I know I made a vlog about this yesterday. Well, actually, it is today by the time I'm doing this commentary, but that doesn't really matter. But really guys, COD Ghost is so soon. The season is here, finally winter's here, and you know, I don't really have information for you guys today, but I have something that I kind of wanted to run over with you guys, kind of tell you guys about, get a run in your head, get you guys to think of a few ideas. So if you wouldn't mind commenting down below, you know, that'd be really nice. Also, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, you know, if you're interested, if you guys want to see more videos, especially when Call of Duty Ghost is coming out, that's why I'm telling you guys to subscribe, because there's going to be tons of new COD Ghost videos, tips, tricks, all these different things. Okay, here's one thing. I'm going to be talking a lot about DLC. So if you guys want to see a lot about DLC, hear about the DLC, see new maps when they come out, and you know, here's a few different lists of things. I did make a list and I wrote it down on my computer. So I wanted to tell you guys what I think are the possibilities that I think that, having the opportunity of having a new console, a new game, and I think there was even a new developer in there or something like that. Not like a singular person, but a whole new company. But the thing is, this completely opens up so many different opportunities. It's just insane to see, you know. We're used to seeing basically only map DLCs, you know. I wouldn't really consider game modes like Infected for Modern Warfare 3, you know, it didn't come when the game came out, but I wouldn't consider that DLC. That kind of went out to everyone, I mean, and it wasn't really downloadable content, which is what DLC stands for, of course, but I just wanted to, you know, just run over a few things. So the few things that I wanted to run over, of course, you know, I'd like to see some maps, and you know, in Black Ops 2, we did see one gun DLC. We saw them put in the Peacekeeper submachine. It was a kind of a submachine gun assault rifle combo. You know, it went in the SMG category, but I feel like even if they put in the assault rifle category, it'd probably be more of like an M27 type gun, just a little bit more range, maybe like a close range M27. By the way, this gameplay, it's a pretty rocking gameplay. This is a 155 kill game where I only get 5 deaths, so a good gameplay in my opinion, if I do say so myself. But you know, how can you deny 120 or 155 kills playing solo? You know, that's pretty good in my opinion. That's pretty good in anybody's, that's pretty good in anybody's opinion. I don't care what you say, bro. 155 kills, you cannot deny that. But the next thing is also gun DLC. I'd like to see a lot of that, you know, just basically even adding one gun every like 6 months, you know, even that, maybe just 2 guns in the whole Call of Duty Ghost career when it's the main Call of Duty. Even just that would really, you know, it amps up the game. It gives you more different challenges you can do, lots of little different things, you know, makes you want to play the game for longer, makes you want to buy the DLC, you know. Infinity Ward, if you're listening to this, go ahead, take my idea. Just I want some credits. That's all I gotta say. You just gotta, I want half the revenue of all of COD Ghost. I want half of it, all of it, straight cut. If you guys take any of my ideas, I want half of it. But no, of course I want 75%. But really guys, give me some credit, Infinity Ward. You know, you're probably gonna be taking all your ideas from me. Don't act like you don't already. You know I'm your main developer. But also the next thing for DLC also is game modes. I like to see a lot of new game modes. That's the thing that I think Infinity Ward, I think they really did really well in Modern Warfare 3 with coming out like All or Nothing, Infected, Drop Zone, all these new game modes constantly coming out. That's what kept me amped up. That's what made me want to keep on playing the game. You know, I still go back to Modern Warfare 3, and that's why I have my Moab Mondays. Every Monday I upload a Moab for Modern Warfare 3, just because Modern Warfare 3 is my favorite Call of Duty. I like it so much, and you guys, you always tell me, upload more Modern Warfare 3, MW3 is a great Call of Duty. I can't deny it, guys. It's a great Call of Duty. I mean, how can you deny Modern Warfare 3? Just that beautiful game with all the assault streaks and the special streaks and the support streaks and the Moabs and all that jizz jazz. I said jizz jazz. You know, what the heck is wrong with me? You shouldn't be saying jizz jazz in the commentary, but, or anything having to do with jizz. Come on, Woody. Come on, Woody, we already told you not to talk about that in your Mail Mondays. But the next thing that I want to see, that I really want to see in DLC, is I'd like to see some perks. You know, if we could get a few different perks in there, maybe even just like 3 or 4 different perks, you know, 1 for each category. Well, that would be 3, by the way, but I think it'd be really cool. Just come up with a few ideas, Infinity Ward. I'm sure it's not impossible. Maybe even bring back like a throwback perk or something like that, something from like World at War, COD 4. I don't really know. I think that'd be a good idea. I'd really like to see that, you know, kind of bring in some like, I don't know, it'd make me kind of reminisce the old old Call of Duty, but still be able to play COD Ghosts and still kind of feel that old Call of Duty feeling. But another thing is I'd like to see some kill streaks. I'd like to see the K9 unit come back or something like that. I know we're going to be able to call in a kill streak where we're going to be able to have our own personal dog, I believe. I think that's going to be pretty cool. You know, Riley the COD dog. I did have that Twitter right when the game came out, and I got like 300 followers in an hour. I was just tweeting funny stuff, funny stuff, pretending to be a dog, if you guys catch my drift right there. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. I think it's going to be really cool having your own personal dog. You know, you don't always have them. It's just when I believe it's like a 5 kill streak, something pretty low. So I believe, or a point streak, excuse me, you guys, point streak. But as I say with quotes in the air, but really, guys, I think the kill streaks, it's going to make a huge difference, even if they just put out a little. You know, I've been saying that a lot this commentary. Even if they just put out a little bit of different DLC, you know, different guns or perks or kill streaks, or even just kill streaks and maps, you know, that'd be really nice. Just switching it up a little bit, adding a lot of more life to the game. And that's what Call of Duty needs to do for me right now. I'd like to, you know, Black Ops 2, you know, that Black Ops 2 is a great game, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they should have added a lot more life to the game. Maybe if right now they added a perk or something, I think that would bring back a lot of people just to play it for the next few weeks, just until Call of Duty Ghosts comes out. So mainly because the fact Call of Duty Ghosts is so close, guys. It's so close. I can almost feel it. I can almost taste it. If you guys know that song, pretty chill if I do say so myself. But I'd also like to see some squad DLC. That's going to be the thing that's going to be replacing zombies. I'm not sure if it's quite confirmed yet. You know, it could be, but I'd like to see zombies. But you know they can't do that. That'd be stealing from Treyarch. But I do think squad DLC, I'd like to see some different missions maybe added. Maybe like a horde mode. I think that's what it's going to be. Teamwork together horde mode. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Again, all credits due to me. 75%. I amped it up from 50. So what can I say? I want 75%. Considering I'll be the person racking in all your revenue. You know, that's not cockiness there. That's just the truth. Those are some simple facts. And also, you guys know how clans are going to be a really big part of, you know, just a really big part of COD Ghosts. So I'd like to see some clan DLC, maybe a few extra ops or something like that. You know, that'd be just a little thing like that. Like I said, I've said that like 19 times this commentary. What am I doing? What are you doing? But shout out to my boy Landis. I had to say that. I just had to. I just couldn't resist. He bothers about me about me every day. But yeah, shout out to my boy Landis. I'd also like to see some campaign DLC, maybe. You know, campaign DLC. You know, I'm not too big into campaign. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret right here. I never finished the Black Ops 2 campaign. I got like 2 or 3 missions in it, and I just couldn't take it. I just wanted to play multiplayer. Honestly, guys, multiplayer, multiplayer in Black Ops 2 is so good. In any Call of Duty, multiplayer is usually always good. I can't think of a COD that I really don't like. You know, World at War would probably be my least favorite, but I went back on there like 2 or 3 days ago, and it's literally all just hackers. Like, come on now, guys. What are you doing? For real, guys. Like, why? Why, oh, why? And I also like to see some dog DLC. Maybe get a few different dogs in there. Maybe like a dachshund, a little wiener dog could follow me around. I think that'd be pretty chill. I definitely have to say yes to that. You know, I'd pay like $50 for a little wiener dog to follow me around all the time. But you know how you can customize your character and you become a girl? I'd like to see like new swag clothes, maybe get a diamond sweater on and a snapback or something like that. I don't know, guys, just switch it up. Honestly, maybe getting some like super short booty shorts or something like that. I could dig it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this commentary. I had a lot of fun doing this one. Make sure to drop shot that like button down below. Again, like I said, subscribe. Lots of COD Ghost info, lots of COD Ghost ideas coming out soon. Follow me on all my social media links below. I've been Quad MFT, you guys have been the viewers, and I'll see you next time.